do with it.
Hmm. Okay, so
I didn't know what to do with it. So
have you listed your company with the 411 directory?
no, I don't know what that is.
Okay, so the 411 directory is basically where your company pops up with Google, Bing, Yahoo. I mean, you got to do it separately too, but when they see that your company is listed with the 411 directory, and we're like, okay, so this is a legitimate business. They're with the 411 directory, so now we know we can extend a line of credit to them because they're listed already. So
Mm-hmm.
like that's very important to have. It's a small detail, but it's so
Mm-hmm.
important to have for your business. So you can go to listyourself.net to list your company, and all you're doing is, letting them know your business website, your
Mm-hmm.
business professional email and toll free
Mm-hmm.
number, and the business address. So as far as the address, what address are you using for your business?
My business address.
Okay, so yeah, you got the virtual office. That's good. Most people be trying to use their home address. In the group you're part of, everybody talk about, oh, it's okay to
Mm-hmm.
use your home address. No, you need a commercial address because when you
Right.
pop up on DMB, it's gonna see that it's a home address, and you gonna have people showing up to your home address.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So at
I
least you
learned
got
that.
the right
I learned
email.
that. I changed the name of my business, so I had learned that previously. I was like, I don't want my business. I don't want my house number address anywhere. But since I'm about to sell my house to my business,
Hmm.
it really don't matter at that point, at this point. But now I know once I get into a new house, not to put my actual address down there
Hmm.
for anything. Just always use like another address.
Yeah.
But
So
I didn't know it was gonna be that public.
most definitely, yeah. It's like critical, like honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was gonna ask you, you say you selling your house to your business. Are you
Mm-hmm.
doing a UCC filing? You know what
No,
that
I
is?
don't. I don't know what it is. I just called one of my realtor friends and asked them. They was just like, you don't really even need credit to sell it to your business. You just need to show that you got money coming into the business to sell it to your business. So
Hmm.
I was like, okay, but no, I don't know what that is. I probably would have got to that at some point in
Yeah,
this process.
I'm gonna see you document for the UCC filing and how to do it. So basically, what it is just like you're going through the courthouse and you're putting like a document together saying, "Hey, I'm selling this to my house." I mean, I said
Oh.
to my house. I'm sorry. I'm selling this to my business, and basically, it's just like you're giving your business a certain amount of time to pay you. Like you like say for example, as collateral, you're using like a car or something of value to put up as collateral until your business fully pays you for
Mm-hmm.
buying your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you do it with a person, it's the same way. So if that person or that business pays you in time,
Mm-hmm.
then it reports as like a trade line or something on
Mm-hmm.
your business credit profile.
Right.
So it helps to have a UCC filing. So
Okay.
I got the document that I'm saying for that.
Okay.
And so you have a toll free number for your business too.
No, not a 1-800. I have a business number just through like Ring Central, but not a toll free.
Okay, that's still fine. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, you still want to have a toll free number too separately from your business. But the fact that your
Okay.
virtual office gave you one, that's cool too. You know, but basically how like most companies have a separate phone number is the
Mm-hmm.
corporate office phone number, and then there's the
Right.
customer service phone number, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
toll free number would be like the customer service number where all your clients can call you. Like my for example, my business phone number is 888-571-2280,
Mm-hmm.
and I got that with eVoice. So with eVoice, basically every time someone calls me, it comes to my cell phone number,
Mm-hmm.
Like, it redirects to my cell phone number and then tell me press 1 to accept this call, press 2 to send it to voicemail. And
Mm-hmm.
that's going to help you manage with, like, as far as your clients, and also like eVoice, and there's also Freedom Voice, which is similar. So I don't know if Freedom Voice has the same features as eVoice, but I know eVoice has it also, where you can have your own personal assistant answer your phone calls for you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a little bit more. It's like $100 a month to have that feature within.
Oh, okay.
And it was something that I was going to probably do later on down the road when my business is well established. But
Mm-hmm.
that's something that I mentioned in my course. So, like, as far as your business credit reports, like, do you have anything reporting on your DNB and Experian and Equifax?
I just thought about it when I wanted to sell my house to my business because I really don't do a whole lot of credit stuff. And now that I want to buy another house, so I'm working on personal credit. And then I was like, you know what? I should have been building my business credit a long time ago when I started, but I just didn't. Now I'm like, okay, I need to just do it. But no, I don't have anything reporting yet. I
Mhm.
did get the capital on tap or something. What is it?
Capital on tap, yeah.
Right.
That's one
I
of my
got
business.
that. So it'll be reporting at some point, I guess. I ain't even get the card yet, but I guess at some point I'll be reporting. And what else did I did get the Brex, but I don't really see where that, I mean, you gotta put money on it though
Yeah,
to
but
do anything.
it benefits your business because whatever, it's like a secured card. Whatever you put on it, that's what your credit limit is. And I believe they're giving you a welcome bonus too for simply depositing money onto it, whether it be like $50, $100, 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So like they give like a welcome bonus. Like, I know it was this girl in that one group that we're part of where she put like $50 on her card and paid for her hotel and got back
Mm-hmm.
like $200. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay.
they
So it's
also
a good thing to have. Okay. Cause
yeah,
I
it's
when I looked
definitely
at it, I was like, so it's like a secured. I was kind of confused about it. So it's like a secured credit card.
yeah. So the difference between a secured credit card and an unsecured credit card is, one, you got to put a security deposit, and the other is going based off
Mm-hmm.
your credit, and they give you a set credit limit that they approve you for.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, So, at least you got some type of, you know, that's going to be reporting on your credit profile. But
Mm-hmm.
did they do a hard pull? Like, did they,
Who,
like,
Brex?
not Brex, but Capital on tap?
No, not at all.
Okay. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been having a
Yeah.
hard time with getting approved for them, and then like I tried applying with my other business, right? And they were saying that I already
Now
have.
with capital on tap, I think it has to you have to have something in the paydex. No, no, you don't really, because actually I got a couple of different businesses. I don't have just one or two.
Mhm.
But the one business is fairly, really, really new that I got approved with that one on. But
Okay.
um, and I was gonna go try with my other business and see what I could do. But being that I didn't have a score, I can't remember what I did wrong. But anyways, it was just kind of trial and error, and I went back and applied with my other business and got approved. So I saw what I did wrong,
Mhm.
and or whatever. So yeah. So, but yeah, um, I don't have no credit. No, none of my businesses have any type of credit.
Okay. So have you paid for the NAV membership?
I just joined the NAB.
Mhm. And which
Yeah,
which membership did you get? You got the one for $40 or 50?
I thought I got a free. I don't even remember putting that in them, to be honest with you.
Oh, you must have got the free version because NAV got it. It got like the free version where it just shows the letters of the scores for your business, and then when you pay for the paid membership, there's one for $40 and then there's one for $50. So the $40 one um is it still reports as a trade line, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't show you what's called your SBS FICO score. So
Right.
the one for $50, which is the loan builder membership, it shows all, three of the scores that you already
Mm-hmm.
see, like the $40 membership, but an additional score, which is kind of like letting banks know and other companies know if you're credit worthy to get a loan. So,
Mm-hmm.
have you tried getting that Credit Strong installment loan?
No, what is that?
So with the Credit Strong, like they have a personal side and they have the business side. The business one, it's $100 a month, and it reports as a like an installment loan on your business credit profile, and like you're not exactly getting a loan from them.
You
It's
just
kind of like
paying.
self-lender.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So dealing with the fact your business already has a loan reporting on it, it benefits in your favor or your business favor for the simple fact, it's a loan. So
Mm-hmm.
when you go try to get a vehicle in your business name, they're gonna see that and they be like, okay, so have you ever had a vehicle before in your business name or a loan? And you just can tell them, yeah, I have a loan currently reporting on my business credit profile, and I would like to, purchase a vehicle. So what the bank to go through to be able to get a vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like they report, I think, with Dun and Bradstreet. So that's the one that they look at as far as the score. Because I went up to one of the dealerships that they're partnering with. Because you can go to the what's
Mm-hmm.
it called, Ally Bank.
Mm-hmm.
You go to their website and they're gonna let you know which banks, or not which banks, but which dealerships you can go to possibly get a car loan in your business name. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a possibility that you might be able to do that with one of your companies,
Right.
you know. But the fact you say it's nothing reporting yet, I just kind of find that hard to believe, because how did they approve you for other trade lines like Brex and Capital On Tap unless they ran your personal credit or something, or did a soft pull? Because the soft pull is not going to show inquiry, but
Mm-hmm.
they're going to look.
They might have did. I don't know, but I didn't. I know for a fact that with the same day that I did that, I tried to apply for a Lowe's or one of them got American Express that backs is the card, is the actual lender.
Mhm.
And they pulled my credit, which I wanted to call a credit bureau to get that removed because I didn't read where it was a personal guarantee.
Mhm.
So they pulled my credit, and I didn't want them to pull my credit. I always try to read in the group which ones pull your credit and which one don't, because I'm trying to get mine repaired, so I don't need them pulling nothing.
Right. So like what you probably should have did is just like either kept the area where it asks for your social. You should have either put
I tried
zero,
to go past it. Yeah, you
yeah,
can't.
like what I did, I put 000, you know,
Oh,
and that helps, but sometimes it might be an error message that pop up. I guess it depends which website it is. Or
mm-hmm,
put your DUNS number in the area for your social security number. And
mm,
a lot of people might consider that unethical, or you're like, well, you're not putting your actual information. No, they're gonna run your DNB score because that's what you want, right? You want
right,
your business credit. So,
right.
that's something that you might want to do next time you try to apply for it. But I applied for the Lowe's one and I still haven't got nothing back.
Um,
They never
so
sent
what
me.
all do you have? Which ones do you have?
Okay, so I got a trade line list. I made sure to write it down in my phone. 1 second. So as far as the net 30 accounts, I have JJ Gold, Floor and Decor for 16K, Sunbelt Rentals for 40,000, Quill, they gave me I think like a $500 credit limit, Ranger 3,000, Uline I don't know, but I have
So let
Uline.
me ask you this question. So when they say tier one, what does that mean?
Tier one, from what I was told, because I didn't know either. What I was told as far as tier one is the vendor, the net 30 vendors, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
don't give you a card. They don't give you a physical card, but you can purchase items off their website
Right.
using the invoice option, but you don't get a physical card. That's what I was told was net 30.
Who are who are the most? How many do I need of need of that?
Well, as far as trade lines, they were saying that you only needed 3 to generate a paydex score, and
Okay.
you want to make sure that those are vendors that actually report, because some of these vendors don't want to report, or they report quarterly, and it takes forever for them to report
Right.
what you're doing as far
So
as
which ones do you have that report? Um,
um, of course, NAV is the first one. That's the one you want to have. The paid
so
membership.
NAB has a credit card?
No, they don't. It's not like a vendor, but they reports as a trade line. So they have like I said, the 2 separate memberships: the $40 membership, and then the
Oh,
$50
okay. So I got the free one. So I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Yeah, so when you use the NAB membership, get the $50 one, which is the loan builder one, because that's gonna help you
Okay.
become lendable. So you can use the promo code Forever20, and it'll knock off like $10, for the $50 membership.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a list of the trade lines that I have. I didn't finish letting you know. So the Granger, Uline, Suma Office Supplies, Crown Office Supplies, Shirt C, J3 Management. So J3 Management is like a service that you can purchase where if you don't want to go to the DMV to get your tags or registration or waiting that long ass line, they'll get it for you. And they have a trade line, I think, that they give you, and it's like $50 a month.
Who are they? You said, I'm sorry, what did you say the name of the company was?
J3 Management.
J3 Management. And and you're saying that they give you credit.
Yeah, they'll approve you for a trade line of credit, and their services is basically you like don't have to wait in line at the DMV, because they'll like get all your information as far as your tags and registration for you, so you don't have to do it yourself.
So how often would I mean, what would I can I how do you spend money doing that if you don't do it that often?
Um, well, it's just good to have it reporting on your business credit profile. So, I mean, if you feel like it's not going to be of use to your business, then you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to get it. But I'm trying to get as many trade lines as possible reporting on
Right.
my credit profile. But
Right.
when you start buying vehicles in your business name, right,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to have to go to the DMV and get all that information for each vehicle. So it's
Right.
gonna come in handy when you start buying vehicles in your business name.
And what's Grainier or what is it called?
Granger,
Granger.
yeah, it's spelled Grainger. So basically, they sell different type of supplies, whether it be like a generator or tools and things like that. And they sell like um what's it called, the first aid kit, you know,
Mm-hmm.
first aid kit, and there's several other things. But that's something you might want to get, a first aid kit or a generator, depending what area you live in. They got all these
Mm-hmm.
natural disasters happening all
Right.
over the world, and if you live in an area where it's like hurricanes and things like that, I would
Mm-hmm.
suggest to get a generator to have, just in case your lights go out.
Right. So I think that'll be a good card. I don't know. I'm looking at stuff while we talk.
Yeah, like Granger, they don't give you a physical card. That's the tier 1 credit. So they give you a net 30 account. And when you set up a Granger account, like they used to have it where you can just go to the website and set up your account. But what they'll do, they'll first make you do prepaid transactions where you paying money out of pocket yourself. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
might not have to do that. They'll just ask for your DUNS number and your business information when you
Mm-hmm.
sign up to get a net 30 account, and then once they look up your information, they're gonna see if you have anything reporting. If you don't, they're gonna probably make you do prepaid transactions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's go down the vendor list some more. So
Okay.
there's Fair, which is like a retail type of net 30 vendor where you can buy different types of apparel, whether it be women or men. Like I ordered a suit from them.
What is it called?
Fair,
Fair.
Faire.
FAIRE. Okay.
Yeah, they approving everybody for $1,500 credit limit. So, that's just the set limit. I don't know why they're not giving higher credit limits, but it's a start. You can
Mm-hmm.
request a credit limit increase after do so many transactions with them and pay on time.
Right.
Um,
What's the bank behind it though?
I really don't know. You might have to call them and ask them, but I think they like kind of like an international type of company. They're not even
Mm-hmm.
in the United States. I think they're
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
So that's why when you order stuff, it takes hella long, but it's a net 60 account.
Okay.
So also there's T-shirt Club. I have an account with them. Now they do have an annual membership fee. It's about $70. You see this hoodie I'm wearing?
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered like multiple hoodies and I sold all of them. I went to like the mall in my area and I sold
Mm-hmm.
all my hoodies, but I kept one for myself. So
That's what I was thinking I could do, is like if I could find like a wholesale person, a wholesale company that does that type of stuff,
mhm.
that would help too.
There's also T-shirt Lady. Um,
T-shirt lady.
yeah, that's the name of it. So they're also a T-shirt company, or they do apparel where they print your hoodies and shirts for you. And I haven't used them yet. I was trying to sign up for them, but for some reason they're saying the email that I already have is registered with them. So I got to get another professional email to use to try to create an account.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was going to tell you as far as how it works. So when you first make your first order with them, they're going to make you pay half the invoice. So you pay half the invoice up front and then the other half within 30 days. So
Mm-hmm.
how you would want to do it, the money that you invest for paying half the invoice, you sell the shirts to pay the other half,
Right.
you know. But after you do your first 5 orders with, paying half the invoice, then you can have it where you pay the full invoice within 30 days. And I've made about 3 or 4 orders with them. One time they messed up on my order and they sent me some hoodies for free.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're a good, trustworthy company to work with if you're trying to build your brand and sell merch on your website.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you
You
have the
said T-shirt lady.
yeah, there's
Okay.
yeah, T-shirt Lady, and then there's T-shirt Club.
Okay.
All right. So do you have the A to B fuel gas card?
I tried them. They wanted bank account statements
Mm-hmm.
for my newest business. I tried it for my newest business, but I was gonna try it for my oldest business. I never went back and did it. They requested bank statements and I didn't have bank card. I didn't have a bank statement or
Mm-hmm.
a bank for it yet. So I just didn't respond to it.
Yeah, I think they're doing that for all the new businesses, but they didn't do that when I signed up for it. But that's because I think my business, you know, business checking account, they like you have to sign into your business checking account, and
Mm-hmm.
then they like review all the transactions within the time period. So
Yeah.
I guess if you already have like a bank account that you've had for over a year or a couple of months, let's say 6 months, they're not going to ask for bank statements because they didn't ask me for any.
Yeah,
But
all my bank accounts that I have are over 6 months. But like I said, listen, when I went into it, I was like, well, I don't have a bank account for this one. So what I did was I just went into one of my other bank accounts. So the names didn't match. So I guess that has something to do with why they was like, oh, we're requesting bank statements. But what I'm gonna do is do it for my oldest business and see what happens. I'm not trying to really build credit for my oldest business
mhm.
because I actually have some debt with insurance companies, with an insurance company. So
For your old business,
yeah, the oldest business, actually the most profitable business, I actually have some um insurance debt, because my oldest business is my oldest business is the most lucrative. Let me just say that. I'm not gonna say what I do, but it's the most lucrative, but you have to have like workers' comp and all of that. So um I have yet to have paid it. And I don't know if they're gonna report it to the because I already had a Brad's and whatever
Yeah.
Duns and Bradstreet number for it.
Hmm.
So I didn't know if they were gonna report that to that or not. I don't know if they're gonna do that or not. So I don't know.
I
But that's the
mean,
reason. Yeah.
all you can do is just like follow up with them and ask them, are y'all going to report this? And if they say yeah, then what you can do is try to catch up on it. And if you can't catch up on paying them, then like I would just probably dispute it with Dun and Bradstreet if they report it negatively.
Mm-hmm.
So like my older business, I got some debt that I owe as far as that 30 accounts too. And my company shows up as dissolved with the Secretary of State. So one thing that I did when I made a mistake with that is I fell behind on paying the annual report each year for that particular business. So, once it shows up as dissolved with the Secretary of State, then
Mm-hmm.
you're not able to open bank accounts or do certain transactions for your company because they're going to
Mm-hmm.
see that as reporting as dissolved instead of in good standing.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what I did, I went ahead and paid the fees that I was behind on the annual reports, but what happened was you gotta still file the tax return for your business in order to be able to get it back as qualified instead of dissolved. And the bank account that I had was in Mississippi because that's where I originally started my company in Mississippi. And that bank is not like one of those banks where you can just go to anywhere and try to get the information as far as the documents because it's like
Mm-hmm.
a off-brand type bank, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then I had a bank account with Wells Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I wish I could get it back undissolved, but I gotta get the bank statements.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna end up calling in because I don't want to jack it up. I mean, I don't have any bad credit. I don't have any credit at all actually for my oldest business. But like I said, I do have debt.
Mhm.
And that debt, I'm like, I don't even really want to pay because I don't. But I will pay it.
But yeah, if I was you, I still would try to, establish credit for it because, the older the business, the better. Because for one, when you go to try and get cars in your business name, they look to see if your company has been in business for at least 3 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And for a newer business, it's just like it's harder to get approved through
Right.
Ally Bank. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I would say build the credit for that, because
Yeah,
that's
I'm a
gonna
builder
benefit in your
because
favor.
I wanna get me a Tesla. I want a Tesla, but I'm not big on, that type of stuff. But because my business doesn't require me to have a car like that. But um but I do want a Tesla, so maybe I'll just get a Tesla.
Yeah. So like, how it works with Ally, you gotta figure what brand you want, and then they're gonna show you which ones in the area that you can go to. Because
Oh,
you don't
okay.
want to just go to any dealership. Because if they're not
Right.
partnered with Ally Bank, and you
Is
mention,
it
hey,
Ally or Ally? How do you spell that? Is
some
it
people say
Ally?
Ally, some people say Ally. I was saying Ally, but when I went to the dealership, they was like, "Oh, you mean Ally?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was
Oh, okay.
pronounced Ally."
My mom actually has that bank.
That's even
That's
better.
yeah,
Hmm.
for her personal car, personal.
Hmm. So yeah, I haven't got approved for any vehicles just yet, but I gotta work on my DNB credit report for my current business that I've been building, which is always touching money in. So yeah, I'm trying to sit down without having to hold my laptop. You gotta excuse me. That's why I keep
Mm-hmm.
doing that. But so like basically when I tried to apply for a vehicle with my business name, they told me some of the trade lines that were on my business credit report were kind of still new,
Mm-hmm.
and that my company is not old enough for them to approve it.
So
So
they, okay, so they did not, so, so they look at the, how old your company was as opposed to how long, or are they looking at how old your company, because I mean, you can get the article, the articles of incorporation and see how long ago this company was started. But
mhm.
then you're saying that, um, but they looked at how long you had credit going. Is
Yeah,
that what you're
as
saying?
far as the business trade lines, they look to
Mhm.
see what's reporting, and if they feel like the trade lines are just fairly new, like I do have some new trade lines that I just got approved for what high credit limits. So they want, I
Mhm.
guess they want it to be at least 6 months.
And what kind of documents are they looking for? Are they looking for like bank statements or tax returns? What are they looking for to approve?
I think they probably ask for bank statements after you get approved for the loan, but
Mhm.
they didn't ask for any business checking bank statements. You know, they asked me, did I want to do a personal guarantor? They was like, oh, it's probably best you do a personal guarantor. I'm like, no, I don't want to run my personal credit. I'm coming to, you know, do it in my business name and solely in my business name. And my
Mhm.
company is going to be liable for the debt. So,
Right.
they'll try to force you to do it like, yeah, it's
Right.
better, but no, no.
No. Yeah. And that's the point. We don't want it on our personal credit. We want it on the. So if something do pop off,
Hmm.
it's under that. Well, I have an LLC. All of my companies are LLC. They're not
Hmm.
um any Inc. or
Yeah,
partnerships or nothing like that.
yeah, I have all S corps. So like S corps and LLCs are slightly different. Like I was told that a LLC is considered a disregarded entity. So like you don't get tax breaks on your entity unless you doing it as a S corp. Like
Yeah, so they're
have,
S corps when it. Yeah,
yeah.
my accountant, he pretty good. He, keep me on the up and up with that. So he files it as an S corp, because I'm, you know, run the business by myself pretty much. But so that you don't get double, because what happens is you get double taxation. You get taxes in the business, you get personal taxes. So what he did was file me as the S corp, and it's good to know all those things,
Hmm.
um, or whatever.
So I'm gonna try to share my screen.
T-shirt lady want $500 minimum.
You say what?
T-shirt lady, she want $500 minimum, or
For
whoever.
a security deposit?
Your order has to be a $500 minimum.
Oh, okay. But do they let you use the invoice option?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so I would probably suggest to do a $500 minimum, and
Okay.
order something, like order like t-shirts, hoodies, all that.
Okay.
And once you place the order, hopefully you be able to do it.
Mhm.
You know, I would say try to get like at least 20 items. That should be equivalent to like 500, but I don't know what their price is looking like. I know that I know that T-shirt club is hella expensive. Like
Mhm.
I got like 12 hoodies that came to like $400.
12 of them.
Yeah, it's
What
12,
you
but
got
that's the
some
minimum.
like writing on them and stuff like that?
Like I don't got nothing special. Like look, I got just this logo. I don't know if you can see it because my screen keep
Yeah,
disappearing.
I see it. I see it.
But I just got it ain't nothing really detailed, but that's just their prices. They be charging too much. That's why I was thinking about getting a t-shirt printer from Amazon because I got the Net 30 account for Amazon. They approved me for like
Now
50.
that's another thing. I did long time ago. I did a business account for Amazon, but I never I never applied. I never ordered anything under my business account. You think I should just go in there and try to order something?
What I would suggest is to try and download the Amazon for Business app
Mm-hmm.
and chat with somebody inside the app. Now, a lot of people they be giving a hard time with the whole Amazon Net 30 account. They'll say, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it have to be by invite only," but I had to talk to like two different agents before I finally got to the right agent who helped me get approved for the trade line. So I told them, "Hey, I would like a net 30 terms on my Amazon business account."
Mm-hmm.
I've only had it for about a good 4 or 5 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what they did, they transferred me to a different agent within the chat, and he asked for my business email and phone number, and then he was like, "We're going to give you a call." So once they gave me a call, they verified my business information as far as the business address, business email, and then it was like, "We're going to contact you via email within 24 to 48 hours," because
Mm-hmm.
they asked me what did I want as far as the amount for the credit limit, and I
Mm-hmm.
told them 7,500, but they approved me for like 5,500. So
Mm-hmm.
like this request a high amount. Don't try to go like for only 1,000 because
Right.
it's not gonna get you approved.
Okay.
Even though they are approving somebody for 1,000, but it's just like why ask for that small amount when you can get approved?
Right. Right. So let me ask this question. That's not a personal guarantee though.
No, they just ran my
Okay.
business credit profile. I didn't even get no hard inquiry or anything. Now the net 55, because they got two separate ones, which is partnering with Security Bank. They do
Mm-hmm.
hard inquiry because I think it popped up on my personal credit. But
For the net 55.
yeah, but it's important to like basically freeze your personal credit report so the hard inquiry doesn't pop up. Because
Mm-hmm.
once your credit profile is locked, they're not able to get access to it.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been having a hard time with Security Bank approving you for anything, because they got so many different trade lines from the JC Penney one to Sam's Club, Lowe's, and all the other ones. So I don't know what's the requirements for Security Bank for them to approve you, but I think where I messed up at is I fell behind on some of my invoices for my Dun and Bradstreet headache score. So they go based off that along with the experience and telescore. Now my experience
Mm-hmm.
score is excellent. Like I got an 84, but I got
Mm-hmm.
like a 57 for the DNB one.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of like report mostly to DNB for a majority of the trade lines, but you got a few of them that report to Experian too. But when I did my corporate lease for my apartment that I live in, right, they ran my IntelliScore,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't ask for any personal information. They didn't do a personal background check or try to see, if I had
Yeah.
any previous evictions on my personal credit profile because they only run strictly business, you know. But I was wondering, have you tried doing a corporate lease for one of your companies?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So
I mean,
depending
I
what
have an
area,
actual office, for my business.
yeah. But the thing about the corporate lease, I know like there's a corporate lease that you can have for office, but you can also get apartments and houses on a corporate lease, depending what
Mm-hmm.
company you go through. So the company I went through for my apartments is Toriana, and they have it where you can do the personal and then the business. So when I requested a tour through Zillow, you know, as soon as I got there, because I didn't ask them over the phone, but as soon as I got there, I was like, I wanted a corporate lease application, and what
Mm-hmm.
they gave it to me, and they went ahead and waited about 2 weeks to approve me, and I got approved, and I had to put a $400 security deposit plus the first month's rent. Now, if you move
Mm-hmm.
on the 15th, your rent is prorated. So basically, what happens, you only have to pay half the rent. You don't have to pay the full amount, so it's better to move in on the 15th or after the 15th.
So you have a corporate lease for an apartment
Yep.
that you live in?
Yep, I currently live in it, and I'm not using it for Airbnb, but I could if I wanted to.
So that's how they're doing the Airbnbs.
Yep, corporate leases. So like,
Okay.
you got to make sure that your landlord is okay with it. Like I asked them when I first moved in, I was like, so I didn't tell them it was Airbnb, but I was being very specific with it. I was like, look, I have clients that be coming to, like hold meetings with me that
Right.
coming from out of town. And I asked if I could use my apartment, basically like as a short term or sublease.
Right.
That's the term you want to use, sublease. You never want to say, hey, I'm using it for
Right. Right.
kind of strategic with it. So
Right. Right.
they was like, yeah, we allow that. We can definitely let you do the sublease. And I was like, okay, cool, because they're not gonna be here for long. I didn't tell them what it was really.
Right.
Let me open my dryer real quick. I told you I was doing laundry. Hold on. My bad. But yeah, so if you ever wanted to do Airbnb, I would suggest to like look for apartments or condos within your area and request a tour and see if they'll let you do the corporate lease, because not all of them will let you do it.
I wonder, because I live near Hilton Head, so I wonder if I could do some out in that area.
Yeah, it's a possibility they do it though. It doesn't hurt to
Yeah,
try.
but if you don't get anybody to, and I'm just thinking realistically about it, but if you don't get anyone to rent out, then the liability is on you. Even though it's on the business, it's on you also.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing about it, how it works with Airbnb, to become a top Airbnb host, you gotta how it works. What I was told to have people do, like your family members or somebody, like have them put a 5-star rating, like go so you can pop up on the top of the list of the Airbnb hosts. You gotta,
Right.
even if they didn't like schedule to rent out the Airbnb, just tell them to do it. There's a way where you can create a Airbnb account, right? Not as a host, but just to be able to rent it out. So
Right.
even if they didn't book with you, you still gonna have them do it, and then that's gonna help you as far as with your rankings to be able to get booked more often.
Right.
So that's what I plan to do. Like I plan to like really just do the Airbnb thing, but I know there's regulations in certain areas. Like for example, in Vegas, you gotta get a permit in order to do it.
Oh, okay.
And like there's like certain areas of Vegas, like North Las Vegas, it's okay, but South Las Vegas, not only do you have to get a permit, but you got to be the owner of the apartment or house you're trying to rent out. Like you can't do it if you're just a tenant.
Okay.
No.
Okay, well, I'm about to get back to work and
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate doing this consultation for you. And what we're gonna do is we just gonna follow up on everything to as far as your business. And if you need more help, please feel free to reach out to me. You got my business email and you have my phone number now. So we're gonna get to like as far as the business credit, I would say to start applying for some of those trade lines and get them reporting so you can establish a score for your companies.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, then. Well, I'll talk to you later. And like I said, thanks for your time.
Okay, bye-bye.